Hey, what's up guys? I'm back again for another video. Today, we're going to be talking about objects. Now, objects are one of the most simplest and effective things you're ever going to use when coding. I'm talking, you can do whatever you want, and it's the best way to store things inside of, you know, whatever. Like, it's the best way to store things and whatever. Like, imagine it like this. Now, we're not talking about classes, we're talking about objects today. Those are two completely different things. They kind of are similar in some ways. Um, I'll make a video about classes soon, but for now we're talking about objects. So now let's make uh let's make a variable called myObject, and this is how you declare an object with curly braces. Now I know it's a little bit complicated, like it's a little bit like confusing, not complicated, confusing, because you use this for functions as well. But you'll get the hang of it. It's kind of objects are the same thing as dictionaries in Python. If you ever done Python, it's the same thing. But here we go. So imagine this my object. How about instead of my object um we can do cashier, right? So now we have an object of cashier. So in every item you have in anywhere, like for example, this water bottle, right? It has actions and it has attributes to it. Like for example, what does it say here? Purified water. That's the logo, purified water. Now we can do an action. We can drink it, I can drink it, I can open it, I can close it, I can throw it, you know. Everything in this world has like, its attributes, blah 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 blah. It's the same thing here. You're creating a new thing. So for example, the cashier machine, right? Um, let's say we can do um uh cashier money, or let's just do money, and then you do this. You don't do equals, you do the colon, and then you assign whatever you want. So how much money would this cashier machine have? Let's say this cashier machine has $200, right? Perfect. And now if we can console.log cashier, because you're accessing the first cashier, and then you do dot money. Now if we go to the website and we refresh, it'll say we have $200. All right, that's our money. Perfect. Now we can also, you know, we can do the same thing as like brand, for example. Brand. Let's just make up a brand. I don't know any cashier brands. Um, Money Incorporated. Yeah, Incorporated. That's good. And then we do. We're gonna console.log the brand. And by the way, we have to separate each attribute with a comma. All right. Now if we go back and we go on the website and we refresh, boom, Money Incorporated. Perfect. Now we can also add like functions into this, so like it can do some kind of action. Now let's do um now we don't have to we don't write function in here. That's bad. We just do, for example, say brand, for example. Just make it up. Now if we do here like this, and then we could do console, or we could just do, yeah, whatever, dot log money inc. And now we don't have to do the console dot log because we're not accessing the attribute. Now we can just do um, say brand, no, cashier dot say brand. And then remember, it's a function, so you gotta end it with parentheses. And boom, now if we refresh, it'll say the same thing. And if you think it doesn't work, we can just do money incorp incorp whatever. I really don't want to think of how to spell it now. So here, boom.
That's easy money, right? Now we can also um now I'm gonna teach you about this. Now what is this? This is accessing the whole like the whole object as a whole. Now, if you ever see people use like work on JavaScript, you'll see them using this. This means like this whole thing as a whole, right? So if we console.log it and we go back to the website, uh, 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 cashier dot say brand. My bad, I shouldn't have deleted it. But boom, now it's gonna show us everything in the object. So we have this and we have name, say, brand, arguments, color, function, prototype. You can check everything that it has, every single attribute, everything. Now this can be pretty cool because then we can just do this dot brand. So now if we go back and refresh, it'll say the brand. And if we remove this, it'll give us an error. Why? Because it doesn't know what brand is. If we do let brand is equal to hello, right? Then it'll know what it is because it's inside the function. But we don't want that. We want to do this dot brand. Perfect. Now, let's say we want to change the actual brand of the function of the object, right? How do we change attributes? Because that's the cooler part about objects is the fact that we can change the attributes to whatever you want. So like for example, we could have an object of a player. Once we get into Canvas, once I teach you guys about Canvas, I'll create like a little game and we can have a player and then we'll have an object, we'll have an X and Y stored and then we'll be able to change it whenever we want. So it's actually pretty simple how to change anything in the object. All you have to do is just cashier dot brand is equal to, let's say we want to change the brand name to, like, we got it wrong. I'm sorry. It wasn't actually Money Inc. It was Lots of Money Inc. Right? Well, let's change it. And then we do say brand afterwards. Uh, I'm messing up a little bit. And now, if we go back, Lots of Money Incorporated, right? Because now we changed it. And if we copy this and paste it here, before it'll say Money Inc. and then Lots of Money Inc. Yeah, because we changed it afterwards. If you watched my video about scope, you'll understand it, but you don't have to. It's pretty self-explanatory. Um, yeah. Now we can also create attributes to this. So we can do let's see, we can create another attribute of how many pennies we have in the cashier, right? So we can do cashier dot amount pennies is equal to 300, 3,000, right? Big number. And now if you go back and we can then log it, um, cashier dot amount pennies, we should get the amount of pennies. Because guess what? Who's calling me? Okay, whatever. No caller ID. I guess I'll never know. Um, yeah. So, we can also do console dot log cashier, and if we paste it, we'll see all of his attributes. And look, amount pennies is in here. Because guess what? I created an amount pennies, right? It doesn't have to be like anywhere. Just you can create whatever name you want, you know. And yeah, now you can do a lot of things with this. You can also, change this to, for example, we can do cashier dot money plus equals $100, right? Like somebody bought something for $100. Somebody bought some brand new shoes at my store. Okay, I got $100 more on my cashier. So now if we go here and then we do, well, we can just do cashier. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's easier. And boom, money 300 instead of 200 how I put it in here because we added 100. Boom, easy money. Yeah. Now there's now it's pretty simple, you know. It stores anything you want, you know. It keeps it way more organized than, for example, if you did a list of, like, for example, list cashier instead, and then you did like a list and you stored all the attributes in here. So you did like, all right, I have to memorize this. The first index is the money. The second one is the brand. The third one, uh, 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 I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to add something onto list cashier. So I gotta do list cashier dot push. Uh, I gotta add something else. The amount of pennies. Yeah. The amount of pennies. 300. Uh, and then I gotta go here, and I gotta check list cashier. Oh, what was this number again? I forgot. Let me check. I forgot to comment it. I don't know what it means. You know. Instead here, it's more organized, and I can just do cashier, and boom, it tells you, okay, that's the money I have. That's the brand, and you know, I deleted the fact that I added pennies, but you know, if I had added pennies, it would be in there, right? Now, you can also do you can also name stuff like like a string like this. You know, sometimes you'll see this, and then because like for example, it could be numbers or something. I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what people do with this. I normally just keep it like that. But if you really have to do a string, you can. Just so you know, like you can do like um whatever. We'll just do amount pennies in like this, or I could just and then I can just do here, and I can do 3,000, and then instead of going like cashier dot amount pennies or something like this, you gotta do cashier index and then amount of pennies like that. And if we wrap this, Jesus, I'm kind of tired, so my fingers are a little wonky, but yeah, easy, easy money. Yep. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pretty cool video. You're definitely gonna use this a lot. I recommend you do. If you don't, I will be disappointed. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Peace.